Hello and welcome to the channel. Today's video is about the Roku stock, which is one of the major positions in Ark Invest, the popular exchange-traded fund. We have previously made videos about some of the stocks held by Ark Invest, and it should be no secret that their investment strategy and ours is very different. Our investment strategy, as you probably know, is based on the following three pillars. Is the company solid? Is the stock reasonably priced? Is it the right time to buy? If these three questions can be answered with a yes, then we can buy the stock. In contrast, Ark Invest's strategy involves buying stocks that either don't make a profit or make very little, as they can purchase them cheaply and profit from the company developing new technology, which ultimately leads to a significant increase in value. The difference between the two strategies is that we buy solid stocks, which we know will maintain a reasonable value and should increase in value in the future, but probably won't increase by 1,000%. Ark Invest focuses more on more volatile companies, but where they assess there is great potential in the future. The greatest risk facing them is that when they are wrong, the stock often falls significantly, and we have seen many of their stocks drop by 50 to 90%. The reason we are looking at Roku today is that Ark Invest has invested $25.8 million in the stock, which is currently their fourth largest position in their ARKK pool. Ark Invest has a price target for the stock at $605 by the end of 2026. That means with the recent day's decline, the stock needs to increase nearly tenfold in 2 years. This is their base case. Their bear case suggests a price of $100 in 2 years, which is probably more realistic. Here we see that Ark Invest is investing in a company that is not making money, and which in the recent financial statement showed worse results than expected. But they continue to buy up the stock in expectation of Roku's large share of the connected TV device market, where they are larger than both Alphabet and Amazon. So, is Roku a good investment? If Ark Invest are correct in their assumptions and guesses about the future, it cannot be ruled out. We would never invest in the stock at the current time ourselves, because when we ask our three investing questions, we run into problems answering yes to the, is this company a solid stock? So, how do we identify if a stock is a solid one or not? The MyStockScanner summary page is where we always start, and for Roku, we can see that it is not all bad. Our quality score shows a decent 49 in country score, meaning that the company is about average quality compared to all other stocks in the US market. For Roku, its quality score is supported by rising revenues, and their EPS growth is getting less negative. The company's free cash flow is positive, the debt situation is fine, and both the Piotrowski F-score and the Altman Z-score are both average. The reason the company fails at the first measure is because the current time Roku is losing money, and we would never buy stocks in a company with a negative return on capital as a starting point. This does not necessarily mean that Roku is a bad investment in the long term, but for us to invest in them, it requires the company to start making money on their business. Looking at their historical graph, they had their heyday during the corona epidemic, where everyone was home watching television. Here, the stock rose to almost 500. Right now, it is trading at 63, and as mentioned, Ark Invest has just invested heavily in the stock again. Whether it will be a good business, time will tell. But Ark Invest has generally had an unlucky hand with their investments since corona, and their many bets on loss-making companies have resulted in their investment fund falling by 70% since the peak. Whether you should buy into Roku is entirely up to you, but based on our simple criteria, it already fails at number 1, and we are staying away from it for now. That's all for today. Take good care of yourselves and your money. You will hear from us again soon.